Want to keep up to date with the latest underground events and tours? Follow the news link, theundergroundaustralia.com.au.
Number 1.
And coming in at number 1 for the Underground's album of the year for 2014, no secret now, Boondox with Abaddon. Boondox, how are you, man?
What's going on? How you doing?
Oh, we're good, man. Yeah. Are you a little bit hyped up? You've won the number 1 album of the year for 2014.
Of course I'm hyped up. That's the shit. That's an honor. I appreciate you guys for even putting me on there, and to win it, that's a major honor. Thank you.
That's all right, dude. No worries. And we hear, Ned, that Boondox has just got out of the shower, so he's freshened up for his interview and he's ready to go.
I'm super fresh, ready to do the interview and watch some UFC.
Hell yeah, man. Well, you did knock out some pretty tough competitions we were just talking about before the interview. A lot of votes were made this year, so congratulations. You must feel pretty special.
Oh, I do feel special with all the albums that were on that list. Tech 9, especially Ritz. To me, that was the album of the year.
Yeah, Ritz's was definitely right up there with it, but no, you actually beat him quite comfortably in the end.
Huh. Well, that's the one I voted for.
Look out, there you go. We've got the same taste in music, man. Now, before we get on to Abaddon,
no.
Do you remember back in the day when you were the mystery artist on Psychopathic? How crazy was that for you? I remember there was a lot of speculation surrounding who this artist would be from the Underground Psychos contest. How crazy was it for you sitting back knowing that was you?
It was pretty crazy just having to keep everything hushed and not being able to tell anybody except for super close friends and family, and not even super close friends because I was a juggalo before I got signed, so a lot of my friends were juggalos, so not being able to tell everybody and just sitting on that information, and I sat on it for quite a while, so it was pretty hard, but I mean it was exciting just building up to it. So I don't think I would have wanted it any other way because that build up was just super exciting, and like I said, being a juggalo before I got signed and everything, it was just one of the most surreal moments of my life, and it's just hard to describe. It's hard to believe it's been so long ago. What's 8 or 9 years ago, 7, 8 years ago, something like that.
Yeah, there's been a lot of water under the bridge since then, but I've always wanted to ask, how long were you sitting on that information for?
Let's see, probably 6 months.
Oh,
knew for a while.
Jeez.
That was quite a while.
Yeah, that is a while. Well, fast forward to 2014 and you release Abaddon. Did you know you were onto something special with it?
I thought so. I mean, it had been a while since I've made a record, a couple years, 2 or 3 years, and I was ready to get back in the studio, and I started getting a lot of beats from Mike P and Kuma, and just listening to the beats and feeling what they were doing and giving to me. It felt like it was going to be something good, and I think it turned out pretty good. I mean, it was hard to beat Crimson Creek. That's my favorite album I've ever released, but it came pretty close to me. Crimson Creek is still my favorite release, but Abaddon's right up there. That's a real close second.
Real close second, but it comes first in our countdown, so look out.
That's it, man. Do you have any cool stories from while you were recording it?
Not to disappoint, but not really, because when I was recording it, it was pretty much just me and Kuma. I mean, Hoodoo came in there every once in a while, but I mean, I'm a super quiet person, and when I record, I like to do things, super on the down low. So, I mean, just me and an engineer in there. So, I mean, there's not really any cool stories.
Oh, no, fair enough, man. Well, do you have an actual standout track from it, Boondox?
Sober Truth, that's probably one of my favorite tracks off of there, just because it was coming out of some of the stuff I was coming out of, and writing that song was dealing with a lot of stuff I was dealing with coming out of a certain pill addiction that I had for such a long time, and getting over that, figuring out life and getting my head straight. So that song pretty much, it stands out pretty hard against the other one just because of what I was going through at the time.
Oh, nice,
wow,
man.
dude. And how about the Abaddon video itself, dude? It's safe to say that was something else.
It was fun. It was fun to make. I didn't really know exactly how it was going to turn out the way we shot it. I didn't get to see a lot of the stuff that went on, but I think it turned out pretty good. I mean, there was a couple things that, I would have changed about it, but I think it turned out all right.
Oh, there you go. I thought that was a pretty dark, crazy out there video. I just rewatched it this morning, and wow. Whose kids are they in there? They're not yours, are they?
No. My kids are actually in the documentary type thing, that Southern Bled documentary. The 2 kids at the beginning of that, those are actually my kids.
There you
Cool,
go.
man, cool.
Now, you were here in 2013 as part of the ICP tour. What did you think of Australia and in particular Australian Juggalos?
Australian Juggalos, they're very dope. They're super, I don't know, I guess because they don't get a lot of shows from a lot of artists like ICP and myself and Twisted and everybody, they're just super humble and just super interested in everything. And that's what I noticed that, stood out about them the most, was just how humble they were and just how excited and happy that they were to see us. A lot of the U.S. fans, which I love and adore, of course, but they've just seen us so many times that, it's just one of those things, But seeing the Australian Juggalos and the looks on their faces, it was like Christmas or something for them, and it was the shit. Like, I love Australia. I can't wait to get back.
Yeah, awesome, man. Now, the hype surrounding that tour was just something else and crazy. And talks on you coming back, is there any plans in the future?
I can't really go into it, but I'll probably be back sooner than everyone thinks.
Oh, there you go.
Watch this space.
Definitely watch this space, man. Well, that's something that's got us very interested. Congratulations once again, Boondox. We really appreciate you taking some time out before the UFC to accept this, man. It's a big deal.
Hey, I appreciate it. You guys are the shit for even putting me on there, and then to win it in Australia, like a whole nother country. That's like, for a country ass hick like me, I mean, that's awesome.
Win it down under.
That's it for sure.
Oh, no doubt.
It's a brilliant album, man, and yeah, very much suggest you pick it up. You can pick it up now through iTunes or, of course, Hatchet Gear Abaddon. It is the 2014 Underground Album of the Year. Thanks to Boondox. You can hit him up on Twitter at turncoat_dirty or Facebook, facebook.com/BoondoxOfficial. Definitely check it out. Here is Abaddon from the Underground Album of the Year right here on
The Underground.
What up, Australia? This is Boondox, and you are now listening to The Underground. Much love.